So, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. We are the Group 7, and today we are going to present the sustainable development approaches to climate change. So, let me ask Basmayor to read our objectives for today.
So the first one is to explore various approaches to addressing climate change within the framework of sustainable development and to assess the effectiveness of these approaches in the Philippine context.
Okay, thank you, Basmayor. So let me proceed to our list of contents. So first is the introduction to climate change and sustainable development. The next one is the overview of climate change in the Philippines. The third one is mitigation strategies. The fourth one is adaptation strategies. And the fifth one is policy approaches and governance. The sixth one is a community-based approaches. The seventh one is the technological innovations. Eighth one is case studies from the Philippines. And lastly, conclusion and future direction. So, let me start first by asking you what is climate change? So, Bea Delvo, can you answer what is climate change for you?
Yes, Miss Althea Abay. Climate change, it is a changes in the Earth's weather, especially due to the increase in the temperature of the Earth's atmosphere. So, kuan is a global climate change nga cause of natural causes and also the action sa mga people mo nang climate change.
Okay, very good. So, thank you, Bea Delvo. So, can I ask Laika and Ocilia to please read the definition of climate change?
Ay, sabi
Okay, Gillian, please read the definition, please.
Okay, climate change. Climate change refers to a long-term shifts and alteration in temperature and weather patterns, mainly caused by human activities, particularly the burning of fossil fuels, which increases greenhouse gas levels in the Earth's atmosphere.
Okay, thank you, Gillian. So, let me ask you guys, what are these human activities that results to climate change? So, can you give me some examples of the human activities that results to climate change? Pintak.
Burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas.
Very good. Okay, please. Bea Delvo.
kanang deforestation kanang ilang pangkuanan ang mga kahoy pang sunugon.
Okay, Pintak and Bea Delvo is correct. So, katong ilang example, deforestation, burning of fossil fuels, or the examples of the human activities which results to climate change. Maong, there is a long-term shift of temperature and weather patterns nga we have been experiencing. So, moving forward, I would like to ask what is sustainable development? So for you guys, what is sustainable development? Let me ask, okay, Pintak. For you, what is sustainable development? Okay, let me ask koan lang.
Answer mo. Sorry. Sustainable development is an approach to growth and human development that aims to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs.
Okay, very good. So the definition of the sustainable development is a development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. It integrates economic growth, environmental protection, and social equity. So, let me ask Delvo to please share some examples of sustainable development.
Kuan. Um, climate action. Kuan sad, gender equality. Am I right, Miss Abay?
Yes, yes, you're right. So, kato nga mga examples, mga gender equality, are the examples of sustainable development. So, thank you. So, let me proceed to the link between the climate change and sustainable development. So, can I ask Gillian to please read?
Link between climate change and sustainable development. Addressing climate change is a crucial for sustainable development as the climate impact can hinder economic growth, exacerbate poverty, and degrade natural resources. Sustainable development provides a framework to achieve climate resilience and long-term ecological balance.
Yes. So, na-agree ba mo ani nga ang climate change kay maka hinder or maka stop or maka impact sa economic growth nato? Please press thumbs up kung na-agree mo. Yes, very good. So the climate change is addressing our climate change is important jud for our sustainable development. So the next one is the overview of climate change in the Philippines. So can you share or can you give me kanang what are the three seasons nga atong na experience diri sa Philippines? Can you
Uwan.
share on sa mga seasons on sa to
Sani.
Delvo?
Ay, sa kubasani.
Ha?
Ting uwan, ting init.
Yes, very good. So, the three seasons nga na-feel and experience nato sa Philippines kay hot dry season or tag-init. Or we can experience this from March to May, and the next one is rainy season, which is tag-ulan in Tagalog from June to November, and cool dry season or taglamig in Tagalog, which we can experience this from December to February. So based sa inyong sa mga months nga naa diri kanang sa atong na-experience karon, mao pa ba ang mga kanang mao pa ba niya atong mga na-experience nga mga season? Yes or no? No, di ba? 'Di ba si Pinta o si Delvo kay ni Kuan. So ni-disagree sila nga ang mga season karon kay dili na mao atong mga na feel. So, can you give me ngano man unsa may rason nganong ni-disagree ka, Miss Delvo?
Because of kanang ipangbuhat na sa mga tao karon mo na ang kanang maong naay climate change.
Yes, very good. So naa jud di ay climate change. Kanang gikan rasad sa mga human activities just like what you've said, deforestation, burning of fossil fuels, maong na ang mga season nga imbis mao na ang mga weather patterns nga na kanang usually na jud, which is na change na karon, and igingan na nato og climate change. So the next one is the effects of climate change. So let me ask Gillian to please read the typhoons.
Typhoons increase frequency and intensity, causing widespread damage and loss of life.
So can you share, Miss Gillian, why is typhoon nga usa siya sa mga effects sa climate change?
It's because of kanang changing sa ato ang kanang weather, which is kanang maipon bitaw ang low pressure area, and sa ako nahibawan if kanang dili na kana bitang kusog na kayo ang ay kusog na kayo ang naipon sa low pressure area kung mapunta na to sa kanang sa mga place nga asa siya mukuan kay mo cause to katong kusog nga hangin, kusog nga pagkuan sa ulan.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Miss Gillian. So, mao to ang hinungdan nga nung ang typhoons kay usa siya sa effects sa climate change. And please read biodiversity loss kang naa si Miss Pusa. Nara si Miss Pusa dire. Okay, kanang si kanang Mr. Pintac. Christian, please read biodiversity loss and explain.
Huh? Biodiversity loss. Disruption of ecosystems and species due to changing climate conditions. Kuan na lang, ari na ako sa species kay due to changing climate condition na mga animals nga mga matay kay dili sila ana nga type of climate like supposedly kaning type of species kay kuan kanang sabi na inani sila nga climate ra mabuhi badan due to climate condition nga lahi-lahi siya mga di nun sila makasurvive ana. So I think then mao na siya mako sa disruption of ecosystems kay since mga matay man ni sila nga species ang maguba sad ang kanang kuan like si tawag ay kanang kaon sa kuan bang si tawag ano niya ay food chain. I think that's what it means. Mao ra to.
Yes. So, very good, Mr. Pintac. So, nice kayo ang pagka-explain, no? From species to the ecosystem. Kay, part man sad ta sa, kuan. Di ba, ang atong biodiversity, ma-loss jud because of kanang climate change. So, katong mga animals nga kanang makasurvive ra sa mga example sa mga bugnaw tapos nikalit lang og kanang climate change so dili na sila ka survive tungod sa pag-usab sa mga weather. And very good, so Mr. Pintac. And Miss Bea, can you please read sea level rise and explain?
Sea level rise threatens coastal communities and ecosystems leading to displacement and habitat loss. So, maong ni na it is one of the effects of climate change. It is because kanang kay kanang katong unsa na ang ice alteya ba, di ba tungod sa climate change na magmelt. So, pwede ka
Okay.
maka ano sa maka kanang si tawag ani makakuan sa loss sa kanang habitat, like for example sa mga fishes, and also kanang pwede pod nga makakuan og mga floods sa tubaltiya.
Okay, very good. So, sea level rise, okay? Maka-threat siya sa mga coastal communities, mga ecosystem, especially sad sa mga dool sa sea nga mga nagpuyo o ngadto sa nagpuyo sad sa atong sea. Or the next one is agriculture. So let me explain this. So agriculture adverse impacts on crop yields and food security. So sa climate change, di ba maka-experience tag drought, no? Kanang mabukbuak ang mga lands and tungod sa kainit. And So kung ano na ang resultaan na ang mga crops na to, ang mga gipang tanom na to kay dili na jud mabuhi kay tungod wala na tubig nga ilang makasustain nila para mo-grow sila. So mao na kuan nga mao na kanang effect diri sa agriculture. Wala na tay maani tungod sa kainit and tungod sa drought. So next is so thank you very much sa nag-participate and answer and thank you for answering this part. So next one is mitigation strategies. So in mitigation strategies, there are three um, strategies. So the first one is renewable energy sources. So these are renewable energy sources is promoting solar, wind, and geothermal energy to reduce reliance on fossil fuels and lower greenhouse gas emission. So for you, Pintak, on sa may explanation ni mo ani sa renewable energy sources as mitigation strategy or another word sa mitigation is reduction or more reduce sa climate change.
Unsay help niya to reduce climate change with the use of renewable energy sources?
Yes.
So kung mogamit man ta og kuan renewable energy sources kay makuan man gud ma-eliminate man or if dili gani siya as in whole na ma-eliminate ang katong mga non-renewable kuan at least ma-lessen ang usage ana ba since katong mga non-renewable energies man gud maka cause siya og aron siya maka cause siya og climate change maka kuan siya ba kapuno siya sa climate change. So kung mogamit ang renewable energy sources like kanang solar, sa wind, geothermal energies, kani sila kay di man sila maka-affect or di sila makaguba or di sila maka-contribute sa climate change. So mao na siya ma-reduce siya, ma-mitigate ang kuan ang climate change kay wala man sila effect na kana.
Yes, very good, Mr. Pintak. So, ang katuyang giingon ang mga solar, wind, geothermal energy kay maka-reduce siya sa climate change tungod kay wala sila impact and kanang ang kung mo use ganita ani kay kanang murag dili sila wala siya effect sa atong society or um, sa atong climate. And the next one is energy efficiency and conservation. So please, ko Miss Gillian.
Energy efficiency and conservation. Implementing measures to reduce energy consumption, such as using energy efficient appliances and optimizing industrial processes.
So can you explain kanang bisag gamay lang?
Um, Based sa ako na sabtan kay pagtipid bitaw sa kanang when it comes sa energy, so mogamit kag mga appliances nga dili kaayo kas nga nang dili kaayo kas or mo consume kag so much energy, which is kanang murag ang more ay kanang advisable ini kay mogamit og solar system ay kanang mga solar bitaw.
Solar energy, okay. Yeah, very good, said Miss Gillian. So, meaning ani is to kanang dili kaayo ta mo consume og kanang much energy kanang mga energies no mao nang mo use ta og mga appliances just like what Miss Gillian said mga appliances nga dili kayo dako og consumption sa energy. So very good. The next one, the last one is reforestation and afforestation. So please, nasi kon Miss Enosilia. Okay, Miss Delvo, please read and explain sa reforestation.
Reforestation and afforestation, planting trees to observe absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, restore ecosystems, and enhance biodiversity. So, usa ni siya sa one of the strategy or para nako siya ang pinaka main solusyon para makakuan sa climate change. Sa climate change, it is because um, by planting trees, it can help to reduce the climate change.
Yes, very good. So, very good, Miss Delvo. Napakayad, Miss Delvo?
Ay same ato nga mas ma-restore balik ang ecosystem and maka-enhance og biodiversity. That's all, Abay.
Yes, very good. So, very good si Mr. Pintag, Miss Gillian, and Miss Delvo sa ilang explanation about the mitigation strategies. And I agree sa ilang mga explanation. It's because mga kaning examples ani kay kaning renewable energy sources, di ba? Kaning wind energy, solar energy, and hydroelectric power, kay mao niyang mga gamiton in order to reduce the climate change and promote to kanang mga renewable energy sources. So the next one is the energy efficiency and conservation, where naadili sa picture kay and save energy para ang consumption nato sa energy kay may reduce og kanang kung di gani kailangan ang kanang usa ka kuan nga mogamit ani kay ato jung i-turn off ang mga electricity. And the next one is the reforestation and afforestation. So this is an example of reforestation. Magtanong ta tree planting kanang mo participate ta sa mga activities just like this mga tree planting in order to help our mother nature said in order to reduce climate change. So thank you. So I would like to ask my groupmate to continue the two adaptation strategies. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's move forward to the adaptation strategies. So next slide, please. Okay, so the first one is the climate resilience infrastructures. So investing in infrastructures that can withstand the impacts of climate change, such as extreme weather events and sea level rise. So upon reading this definition about climate resilience infrastructures, what is your own opinion or words, Althea, about this adaptation? Or examples, can you give me some examples about this climate resilient infrastructure?
Okay, climate climate resilient infrastructure, investing in infrastructure that can withstand the impact of climate change, such as extreme weather events and sea level rise. So for me, ang example ani is kanang atong mo invest ta in mga paliguan na to ang mga infrastructure nga atong may muon mga buildings para sa kung naay gani kanang mga kaning weather events or sea level rise kay makuan gani nato kanang ma-prevent nato ang ma-discuss siya ta ingon ani balay, di ba mga atong example mga buildings mas patas-on pa nato, mas paligunon pa nato para dili sa kailangan may uban buildings kung mo example kan mo taas ang mga tubig kanang kung magbaha kay mataas ang tubig tapos ang mga infrastructure kay kanang dili gyud sa lig-on nga mga tumba nya dili ra kay sa taas, so dapat palig-onan nato ang mga infrastructure og mag-invest ani mao na ako nasabtan.
Okay, thank you, Miss Althea. Althea's right. So climate resilient infrastructures di ay kanang example na kay building flood barriers and lives in coastal areas to protect against sea level rise and storm surges. So sakto kayo ang giingon ni Althea nga mag-invest jud ta or magtukod jud tag mga lig-on nga building para rasad sa atong community, di ba? So the next one is ecosystem-based adaptation. So can you read Bea Delvo and explain what have you understand upon reading this? I guess log si Bea Delvo. Can you read Christian Pintak?
Which part na?
Meaning ecosystem-based adaptation.
Ecosystem-based adaptation. Protecting and restoring natural ecosystems such as mangroves and wetlands to enhance resilience and provide natural buffers against climate impacts. I think kuan siya, protecting and restoring natural ecosystems. I-protect ang ganang mangroves. Naam na siya sa dagat good, like mangroves and wetlands. So,
Anything na i-add?
wala na, maura to. Ay,
So thank you, Mr. Pentak. So another example about this is creating green space in urban areas to improve our quality, reduce heat stress, and enhance biodiversity. So mura po kanang gi-constant promote na gi-promote sa nato ang atong ecosystem, mura gi-protektahan po nato ang atong ecosystem. So sa kanang para kanang ma-lessen nato ang atong climate change, diba? So the next one is the water resource management. So can you read Liana? Can you read and Miss Abay?
Water resource management, developing strategies to ensure sustainable water supply and manage water resources effectively in the face of changing climate patterns. So, meaning, sa akong nasabtan is, kanang magkuhan ko na taog mga strategies nga ma-ensure na to nga ang mga water supply kay ato siyang gi-manage well, kanang dili na to siya kanang usik-usikan ang mga water resources para sa kanang kung namang gani ang example kanang climate change diba tig-init, so kanang nanatay na risk ang na-store daan nga kanang mga water para kung namang gani kanang example kay sa Klupan kanang ang dam sa Klupan kay na wala na jud nga bilin tubig, so meaning kanang wala na sila ma-produce nga tubig. So kung kita mismo kanang naatay mga kanang mga dagko na baldi or mga drum niya ato siya ikanang itarong og manage ba nang mag-store ta daan, so nagpatay magamit sa in the face of kanang mga challenges nga parehaan ni.
Okay, thank you, Miss Abay. So lindot kayo ang explanation, no? Like, so ang climate change murag impossible ay kanang pwede na to siya mura bitog malata na to or kanang ma-prevent na to or kanang pada nahitabo ng climate change, so kinahanglan ready bitaw ta if maabot ng climate change, which is mahimot ang responsible one on how nga kung nanang climate change unsa ang atong angay buhaton. So thank you kaayo Miss Abay sa imong explanation. So let's move forward to kanang sa disaster risk reduction. So may I call Chen Liberaliso? Chen.
Disaster risk reduction, strengthening early warning systems, emergency response mechanism, and community resilience to reduce the impacts of natural disaster exacerbated by climate change.
So unsa ba nimong nasabtan about this in relation sa climate change?
I think also ka examples ani no. I think ang examples ani sa risk reduction kay medical care, fire departments, and katong moro akong nakuanan.
Okay. Thank you. You're right. So in disaster risk reduction, so one of the example of this is conducting training programs, as you said, for local communities on disaster preparedness and responses to enhance resilience and reduce vulnerability to climate related hazardness. So Mao na this four kanang kuan approaches kanang can help us nga unsay angay buhaton when it comes sa climate change. Okay, let's move forward to the next slide. Next slide na ta, guys. Okay, so the next one is the policy approaches and governance. So the first one is the international agreements. So 1K policy approaches and governance play a crucial role in addressing sustainable development and climate change. So here are some specific example of policy approaches and governance measure in the context of sustainable development and climate change. So the first one is international agreements. So can you read Jennifer about what is international agreements?
International agreements. 1K policy approach is the adoption of international agreements such as the Paris Agreement.
So, are you familiar with the word Paris Agreement? Thumbs up lang mo if wala. Okay. So, this agreement aims to limit global temperature rise to well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial level and pursue effort to limit that temperature increase to 1.5 degrees Celsius. So, if ang countries if ang countries na signatories na Paris Agreement mo-meet ni siya mo-help siya in reducing greenhouse gas, greenhouse gas emission and enhancing climate resilience through nationally determined contribution. So, na yun when kanina policy approach kay makatabang sa atong countries if any murag i-implement diba? So the next one is the carbon pricing. So can you read Mr. Black about carbon pricing?
Carbon pricing. Carbon pricing is a policy approach that puts a price on carbon emission to incentivize businesses and individuals to reduce their carbon footprint.
Alright, so what is your opinion when carbon pricing is implement on sa countries? Unsay for example, unsay advantages ni na mabuhat sa mga countries? Sa atong country there. Do you have any idea po? Okay, so ako na lang. So by putting the price on by putting price on carbon, governments can encourage the transition to low carbon technologies and promote sustainable practices. So makabaw man tanong nga when we hear the word carbon kay murag kon kayo no murag dili siya healthy paminawon or di siya healthy paminawon sa atong countries or even sa ecosystem. So by putting pricing sa atong sa magamit nga carbon murag makatabang siya nga malesen ang mga carbons nga makuan sa atong countries, which is makahelp sad sa atong ecosystem and makatabang nga dili mo samot ang atong climate change. Am I right? All right, so now let's move forward to the renewable energy policy. All right, so governments can implement policies to promote the adoption of renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, and hydropower. So na-discuss naman guro ni Althea which how renewable energy nga makatabang sa ato ang country or sa atong world nga kani maka-help when we use renewable energy kanang makalasan pud ni sa atong climate change murag kanang dili siya matanggal jud ang climate change pero maka-help bitaw nga dili jud mo grabe like mo gamit og mga solar energy, mga wind or hydropower. So nasabtan ra about renewable energy policies. All right. So, okay, thank you. So, the last one is the climate resilience planning. So, can you read Dalvo about this?
Climate resilience planning, governments can develop climate resilience plans and strategies to prepare for and adapt to the impacts of climate change.
So, what is your own understanding about this approach or about this policy related to the climate change?
Kuan, nagplan sila or nag-create sila og mga strategies para makahelp sa atong communities na kanang ma-adapt sa effect sa climate change. One,
Okay, okay. Go on. Go ahead.
like kuan ba like I like for example kanang para maka kanang protection pod pa sa ato ang mga natural habitats and kanang kung naa say mga emergency kay makuha na dayon sa mga system ba.
All right. Thank you, Miss Dalbo. Miss Dalbo is right. So, kaning koan approach or policy approach, kanan this may include investing infrastructures that can withstand extreme weather events. So, enhancing early warning system. So, for natural disaster and supporting community-based adaptation. So, kanang sakto sa gingon ni Dalvo nga maghimo sila planning or plan for kanang mga unsay mahitabo o dili lang sad sa plano kinahanglan sad apilan sa natong action. So next slide please. Next slide po please. Okay, so before I'll end sa ako ang part, so sa um, uh, overall, effective policy approaches and governance measures the essential for advancing sustainable development and addressing the challenges of climate change. So, katutanan, hinaot nga kanang mura bitag ma-singing sa atong utok and ma-realize na to nga even though dili jud ka ng specific nga mahimo na to tutag sa tagsa but naalang jud bisag isa nga mahimo na to para mura bitag ma-lessen na to or ma-prevent na to ang atong climate change. So I hope you learned something about my discussion. So proceed ta sa next nga reporter. Thank you everyone.
So proceed to the community-based approaches. So the first one is participatory planning. So Christian Pinta, can you please read?
Participatory planning, involving community members in planning and decision-making processes, ensuring that local needs and knowledge guide sustainable practices.
Para nimo chan unsam ni siya?
Kuan,
Hatag ka example.
i-include ang community members sa plano para kahibaw mo unsay kanang mga kuan ba unsay needs ninyo sa inyong community, unsay mga needs, unsay mga or nasa mo'y knowledge, no? Kana i-appeal ang kuan. Participatory planning is kuan kanang i-appeal nimo ang inyong community members sa kana nga process.
No, kay without sa community, wala tay kanang mabuo sa kuan. Wala tay makuan kung unsay mga needs sa atong mga members sa community. So let's proceed to the community education and awareness. Can you please read Barlisa Chenley? Community education and awareness. Conducting workshops and training sessions to educate residents about climate change, sustainable practices, and resource management. Kon. Murag moaguro ni sila kanang example magpa-program then murag magpa-meeting sila sa ilahang barangay ana mapaybaw sa kanang ilang mga plano para sa ilahang lugar. Moro akong
Sakto. Ang sa example ani is kanang mga nag-tree planting. Para sa tong sa katong tapol na kuan sila, nag-tree planting sila, then ilagi kanang nagkuan sila tanan ba nagtapok, then dito sila nagkuan. So let's proceed to renewable energy initiatives. So implementing small scale renewable energy projects like solar panels or biogas system to reduce reliance on fossil fuels. And the next one is resilience building. So developing local strategies to enhance resilience to climate impacts such as construction, flood defenses, water conservations, techniques, or creating community gardens. So next slide, please. So here are the examples of community-based approaches. So next slide. So in participatory planning, so example is participatory budgeting, like atong giingon ni Christian nga i-involve jud ang mga members sa community. So for the community education and awareness kay environmental campaigns. So initiatives like replanting events and recycling drives to educate the community about environmental sustainability. So kato mag-replanting. The next slide. Renewable energy initiatives. So sa renewable energy initiatives kay mga solar panel installations. So sa kaning nakabantay man to na sa kanang ang uban balay kay nadri ka na mga na sila yung mga solar panel like sa ilaha ra jud na. So for the resilience building, so disaster preparedness training. So programs that train residents in emergency response, first aid and evacuation procedure to enhance community resilience to natural disasters. So these approaches emphasize local empowerment, sustainable practices, and resilience to climate impact approaches. So next slide. Technological innovations. So next slide. So para ninyo, unsa man ang technological innovations? Gillian, para nimo unsa man ang technological innovations?
Kanang mga kanang say tawag ani kanang mga technologies bitaw nga makatabang para kanang wait makatabang sa ato ang community para sa makatabang sa atong community para makuan ang climate change bitaw malasan ang climate change.
Right, sakto no? So here are approaches in technological innovation. So first one is vertical farming. So indoor farming techniques that use less and water, increasing food production efficiency. Next one is renewable energy technology. So, mara siya punto no, like sa katong mga solar panels, wind turbines, and hydropower system that provide clean energy, reducing greenhouse gas emissions. And the last one is electric and hydrogen vehicles. So, vehicles powered by electricity or hydrogen fuel cells, reducing emissions from transportation. So, kani nga kuan kay ang mga tao karon like nagkuan na sila kanang mag-charge ba pareha sa ng e-bike min ana. So example sa ni kay tara kanang mga e-bike. So these innovations contribute to reduce environment impact and promoting sustainable development.
So my part is case studies from the Philippines. So anyone kinsa na idea sa ato mga case studies diri sa Philippines. Sige, Thea, abay.
Kanang so akong nabantayan kay there are kanang successful projects nga sa mga renewable energy projects. So sa atong kuan naatay mga geothermal plants or kanang wind farms nga mga projects para sa diri nga gikuan sa Philippines.
Thank you, Althea. So, let's go next slide, Tia. So the first one, the case studies from the Philippines is the solar farms. So let me read how lang sa basa. So the Philippines has established several large-scale solar farms, such as the Calatagan Solar Farm in the Batangas. So which has significantly contributed to the country's renewable energy capacity. So this project not only reduces greenhouse gas emissions, but also provides stable, clean energy to local communities. So sa Catalagan Solar Farm, located in Batangas, is one of the notable large-scale solar energy project in the Philippines. So spanning over hectares of land, this solar farm separated the country's commitment to expanding its renewable energy capacity. So, so, so the Catagalan Solar Farm exemplifies how large-scale renewable energy project can promote sustainable development in the Philippines. So, by generating clean and stable energy, creating economic opportunities, and reducing environment impact, projects like this are crucial of achieving energy security and the climate resilience. So, yes, mao na siya. So, please go next slide. Wind farm. Wind farm. So the next one is the wind farm. So Bea Delbo, can you please read? Bea
Read ate.
Delbo.
Wind farm. Projects like the Bangi Wind Farm in Ilocos Norte showcase the potential of wind energy in the Philippines. The farm's turbines harness wind power to generate electricity, demonstrating the viability of wind energy in a tropical country and reducing dependence on fossil fuels.
So the Bangi, how to pronounce this one? Bangwe? Althea Aba, help how to pronounce
I
this
think
one.
it's Banggit. More Banggit eh. Bangi Wind Farm. Bangi.
So the Bangi Wind Farm in Ilocos Norte uses large wind turbines to capture the strong winds along the coast and turn them into electricity. So it's like using giant fans like katong kaning nakita na to sa katong example ni Laika nga katong dagko kayo nga more electric fan. Kita mga na kato mo to siya maka-make og energy from the wind, showing how wind power can work even in a tropical country like the Philippines, so and helping us use less dirty fuels. So mo na siya mo na siya nga sa example kaning nasa picture. Mo na siya ang kuan. So next. Geothermal. So the next one, the last one is geothermal plants. So intact. Christian, can you please read?
Geothermal plants. The Philippines is the second largest producer of geothermal energy in the world. Facilities like the Tiwi Geothermal Complex and the Macban Geothermal Power Plant utilize the country's volcanic activity to produce a significant portion of its electricity needs sustainably.
So yeah, so the Tiwi, the example of that is the Tiwi Geothermal Complex in Albay, Albay Province and the Macban Geothermal Power Plant in Laguna and Batangas provinces harness steam from deep within the earth to generate electricity. So together, they produce a significant amount of Philippines power, showing how geothermal energy can be reliable and sustainable alternative to fossil fuels like this one o kani. Mani siya ang kuan geothermal plants. So next. So the conclusion and future direction. So the summary of the key findings. So Chenli, Bariso Chenli, can you please read the first paragraph? I know, first
The, Philip-
sentences. Okay.
the Philippines faces significant climate challenges but also has opportunities for effective climate action through integrated and community-based approaches.
So what is your understanding? Can you please, can you please give me your thoughts about that one, like what you read? Barles Chenli. Lang ah. So ako na lang. So the Philippines faces significant climate challenges but also has opportunities for effective climate action through integrated community-based approaches. So, for example, is when we build solar farms or wind turbines to make clean energy, we're not just reducing pollution. We're also creating jobs and making our electricity more stable. Kumana siya. And the last one is sustainable development provides a framework for balancing economic, social, and environmental goals in climate action. So, ako na lang. So, the example of that is teaching people about climate change and how to protect our environment helps everyone understand why it's important to use resources wisely. So this way, we can all work together to make sure our planet stays healthy for the future. The recommendation for future action. So the first one is enhance investment in the renewable energy and green technologies. The second one is strengthen policies and governance mechanism for climate resilience. And the third one and the last one is promote education and awareness to foster a culture of sustainability. That's all, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for join our meetings.